Coming up on Murrow News 8, a sex offender hiding in a WSU student's apartment shed, why he was running from police.
And the Mariners lost last night. What that means for ticket prices and who's on the bump today. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello and welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Peyton Yeager.
And I'm Blaine Akers.
At 2:35 a.m. this morning, registered sex offender Dustin Birch was booked at Whitman County Jail. This man was initially charged with rape of a child in the first degree in 1992 and was sentenced to 51 months in jail for failing to register himself as a sex offender in 2022. Last night, he broke into a WSU student's apartment to hide from police. Our reporter, Rachel Turcotte, is on College Hill right now, where she has some inside information. Rachel?
Yes, Peyton. Well, I am at the Palouse Trace Apartments right now, where a registered sex offender was found hiding in a resident's shed early this morning. Now, this resident tells us that her dog was in a very deep sleep around 2:30 in the morning when she immediately shot up from her deep sleep and started slowly crawling towards the glass door. This resident then made direct eye contact with this sex offender before she let out a large scream when he ran directly back into the police that were after him. This registered sex offender is now booked into the Whitman County Jail, and this is a good reminder for all residents in Pullman to have your doors locked at night to prevent further damage. Reporting live in Pullman, I'm Rachel Turcotte for Murrow News 8.
Thank you, Rachel. A Lewiston man has been sentenced by a Nez Perce County 2nd District Court to 10 years probation after he pled guilty to 1 count of sexual exploitation of a child. Dylan Gilmore was caught after distributing illegal material in October of last year. He will face 10 years of jail time if he fails to meet a list of requirements on his probation.
An 11-year-old boy was struck by a pickup truck in Lewiston, Idaho on Wednesday morning. The boy was crossing 21st Street via the crosswalk when a 1993 Ford turned right and struck the boy in the crosswalk. The boy was taken to St. Joseph Regional Medical Center and then taken to a hospital in Spokane by helicopter. His injuries were described as life-threatening, and anyone who witnessed the incident is asked to contact Resource Officer Chris Smith.
Lewis Clark State College is experiencing a record-breaking rise in enrollment. This year's fall enrollment went up to 4,047. This is a 4.3% increase from fall. This is the largest enrollment class in 132 years. While enrollment has gone up, funding has gone down. LCSC had to unexpectedly cut 5 projects over the summer. These cuts add up to $3.2 million. President Cynthia Pemberton says she's looking for help with these grant cuts instead of completely pulling the plug and giving up.
After a Josh Naylor home run in the second inning, the Mariners were only able to earn 1 additional run as they fell in Game 4 of the ALCS, 8-2. Still a chance to get up to 3-1 in the series, though, as the Mariners will face the Blue Jays at home one more time today at 3:08 p.m. Big Tech's Bryce Miller will be on the bump facing the Jays' Kevin Gausman. The get-in ticket prices for that game have dropped from almost $300 to $93 for today's game, as it's no longer a World Series clinching opportunity.
Have you gotten ballots in the mail yet? It's that time of year for Pullman elections, and there are multiple races heating up. The new generation is gaining some ground with 26-year-old Did Lubash and 28-year-old Trevor Vance competing to replace Carla Del Lira's City Council Ward 2 position. 2 Pullman natives, 40-year-old Schweitzer Education Outreach Manager John Castleman and 46-year-old Rico's Pub owner Tawny Zumlas square off for the City 3 Council Ward position. Castleman maintains that his leadership in the classroom will translate to the position, while Zumlas is focusing on her experience as a small business owner to make a difference for other small business owners. For a position on the Pullman School Board, for District 5, 51-year-old teacher Stephanie Horn takes on 39-year-old stay-at-home dad Brendan Kruger. Both oppose decisions made by the superintendent, including the firing of Kruger's wife, Wendy, from her role of the district's athletic director. You can drop off your ballot boxes outside of the Cub.
The Moscow Chamber of Commerce hosted an event for mayoral candidates where Haley Lewis and Alex Simon answered questions. The questions were about housing, infrastructure projects, and the city budget. Simon's plan for the city budget is to prioritize important projects as city budgets are limited. Lewis plans to balance the city budget and work with city staff to address needs. The election is on November 4th.
Clarkston officials addressed the rising tension from a proposed budget increase for emergency medical services that will be on the ballot come November. Asotin County Commissioner Brian spoke against the levy yesterday, voicing concerns about rising property taxes, with property owners and renters not being able to absorb these costs. In an email to the Lewiston Tribune, Trey Irwin, the vice president of Clarkston Professional Firefighters Local 2299, says that firefighters are underpaid, with Clarkston's wages being 29% lower than other cities. The levy will be determined on November 4th, with ballots sent out this week.
The small town of Palouse is keeping up with their Halloween traditions, and many clubs and organizations are reliant on the fundraising. We sent a familiar face to report.
The spooky season is upon us, and even small town communities are celebrating in a big way.
It's a lot more of a kind of a festival feel to it.
The Haunted Palouse is a spooky community event for all ages that has brought in people from all over the state and has given a sense of identity to the town of Palouse, population 1.1 thousand.
Boo! See, if that scared you and you didn't enjoy it, don't fear, because right behind me, where the Haunted Palouse will be tomorrow, there's so much more than a haunted house. Also, face painting, food vendors, magicians, concerts, tarot card readings, anything you can think of.
Event attendees aren't the only ones that are getting the treat out of Trick or Treat. The Palouse Robotics team has felt the impact in a number of ways. The team, which is made up of high school students from around the Palouse, has been tasked with creating animatronics, and according to Haunted Palouse chairman Richard Link, heavily relies on the fundraising aspect of the event.
It is really kind of a make or break for a lot of the big participants, like the Palouse Robotics team, and it is their major fundraiser, and it's about 25% of their annual budget is just this one fundraiser.
Talking with people around town, the $880,000 raised from the 19 years of the event has helped the town fund numerous community nonprofits and restoration efforts as well. For many who are looking for means to contribute, or just a night of fun, the Haunted Palouse serves as a perfect option. It will take place October 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th. This is Peyton Yeager reporting in Pullman, Murrow News 8.
Coming up, a new military facility announced in Idaho, but it's not for the U.S. Find out who it's for.
And tariffs are affecting the price of items. How it is affecting the rec center. Up next.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. But I need that back. No. Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth announced on Friday that an agreement has been reached with Qatar to build a facility at an Air Force base in Idaho. One important fact to clarify is that the base will not be its own separate Qatari air base, but rather a group of buildings added on the fine U.S. Air Base. Hegseth explained the situation in a recent press conference.
The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership, and I hope you know.
Washington State Senator Maria Cantwell's office released data from a study about health insurance premiums going up for people that are reliant on the Affordable Care Act. The September assessment by the Kaiser Family Foundation estimated that insurance premiums would more than double without the renewal of tax credits that were introduced in 2021.
There's certainly been a lot of tariff talk lately, but how is it affecting us at WSU? Our reporter Cassidy Collins found out how our recreation may be affected. Cassidy?
From weight rooms to group fitness classes, the Student Recreation Center is part of everyday campus life. But rising inflation and maintenance costs are leaving facility services struggling.
With the impact of inflationary costs, but also with enrollment being less than it was 5 years ago, like those two things combine to really create budget challenges.
These inflationary costs are exacerbated by tariffs. The global sports goods import data show that the U.S. faces an average tariff rate of 19.9% on sports goods like machines and weights. This furthers these budget concerns.
If you look out into what is equipment going to cost us, we're always seeing, be ready for tariffs to impact the cost of equipment.
The UREC has proposed a 5% increase per enrolled student here at WSU, which they're going to propose in a referendum to ASWSU. If that does not pass, it could lead to students' job hours being cut, less replacing of equipment, and overall more crowded gyms, which could reduce access to racks like this one.
We don't want to charge students more money, but we have to, right? And to provide the same services that we are already providing.
Reporting from Pullman, Cassidy Collins, Murrow, News 8.
Coming up, sunny weather has brought some unwanted six-leg visitors to Pullman.
And how long is this unusual sun going to last? With weather up next.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Even though this sunny fall weather has made for some fun fall activities, it's also brought Pullman residents an unpleasant group of cockroach-looking bugs. Our reporter Rachel will tell us what types of bugs these are and why Pullman residents are just now noticing them.
It was just really, really gross.
A large group of cockroach-looking bugs have made an abrupt appearance on the homes of Pullman residents, including WSU senior
Rose Maurer.
It kind of got colder the more they would show up, and it was just to a point where there was like 30 or 40 on my door every day, and they started sneaking under the door, and it was just really, really gross.
After doing a reverse Google image search, Rose determined what kind of bugs these were.
They turned out to be box elders. So I found out they're like not dangerous or anything. They're just a huge nuisance to like my daily life and having to like deal with them inside my house and everything.
The reason why box elder bugs are just showing up now is because they seek shelter on warm, sunny sides of houses when the weather gets cooler.
Not only do these bugs make themselves at home on the sunny sides of houses, as residents will often see these bugs inside of their homes as they can crawl through the cracks of doors overnight.
Once Rose had enough of these bugs inside and outside of her home, she sprayed them down with soap and water, and they have mostly gone away since.
If you're dealing with them, you know, like just make sure you spray down. I know they're really gross, but like don't be too afraid. Just contact your landlord or get a spray bottle and put some soapy water in it and spray down your door, and it won't be so bad.
This is Rachel Turcott reporting for Murrow News 8.
Thanks, Rachel. I know I'm not hoping for more bugs in the future. Emery, will these bugs be seeing a change in the weather?
Yeah, thanks, Peyton. If it's heat and sun that these bugs like, then in Pullman, it's only going to get worse from them. Hi, I'm Emery LaFesti. Welcome to Murrow News 8 weather. As we look at today, high of 59, sunshine. That sunshine right there is going to quickly go away as time goes on. As you may have realized if you've lived in Pullman, even looking at tomorrow, already clouds, 58. And talking about today as well, lots of wind today, wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. So watch your umbrellas, hats, anything that could possibly fly away. Just be wary of that. And now moving on to the state map. Over on the east side, a little bit of rain, nothing too crazy. Over in Seattle, it's more supposed to rain in the night. Not too much though for any of those happen to be going to the Mariner game. The roof is closed, but the rain shouldn't be too bad today. So that'll help with the elements over there. Olympia, a little bit of the same. 5-day forecast now. As you can see, the temperatures aren't really changing too much from how they've been. A lot of mid-50s, high 50s, low 60s if we're real lucky. So no increases or real decreases in temperature for those bugs. But as you look at the graphics here, the actual weather will be changing a lot. Partly cloudy, then we get some heavy winds on Sunday, much like today, gusts up to 30 miles an hour, so similar warning there. And then some sun, clouds, sun, Tuesday, a little bit of rain at night. So nothing too crazy about what you would expect for Pullman's fall weather. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Emery. Up next, WSU has their first ever meeting with this ACC school, what school they're facing, and some thoughts from Jimmy Rogers.
And Cougar Volleyball takes another loss during a hot stretch. More on that loss and their upcoming schedule, coming up on Murrow News 8 Sports.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Welcome back. I'm Cassidy Collins with your sports. For a third straight game, the WSU football team hits the road for another battle with 18th ranked Virginia on Saturday afternoon. Tomorrow will be the Cougars' first meeting against Virginia and just the fourth against an ACC opponent. WSU is seeking its first win over a top 25 opponent since a 31-22 home win over number 19 Wisconsin in 2023, and first road win over a top 25 opponent since beating number 19 Wisconsin in Madison in 2022, 17-14. Kickoff is set for 3:30 Pacific time on the CW. Here's what head coach Jimmy Rogers said about continuing that Ole Miss feeling against Virginia.
I could feel the sidelines like believing that we would win, and half the time that's half the battle. That's what I'm proud of, maybe more than anything, because that takes a lot, and we got to go to Virginia and try to believe the same exact way, regardless of 2 road games in a row. None of that matters.
WSU volleyball put up a strong fight inside Bowler Gym on Thursday night, but the University of San Diego took the win 3-0 victory, and the 2025 team currently sits with the second highest aces per set average in WSU history. Their next game will be held in Bowler Gym on Saturday at 1 p.m. against LMU. After resting for a week, the women's soccer team will host Gonzaga Saturday at 7 p.m. Over 27 matchups between these teams, WSU has come out on top, winning 24 times. They lost twice and tied once. WSU's record this season is 4-5-4. WSU swimming is sending some Cougs to the MSFF Open Water Championships this weekend. 4 Cougs will go to Long Beach to compete in a 5K and relay swim as part of the new NCAA competition. Last weekend, 3 Cougar swimmers got a win as they placed third at the Fresno State Invitational, led by the NCAA All-American Emily Lundgren with a win in the 100 IM. Here's Coach Russell Whitaker on how the Invitational shapes the season.
Both San Diego State and Fresno State have amazing squads this year. I think that's a preview of what's probably going to be coming here at the Mountain West Championship. So, I don't know that I could really ask for a better first outing for the team. We did see a lot of impressive times, especially early on that first session. Again, I don't know if I've ever been that excited over 2 miles worth of swimming between the 2 heats. So.
WSU women's rowing will face the Zags Saturday at Head of Spokane, following next week against Sacramento State at the Hornets' very own Head of the American. Cross country is on the ground in Wisconsin for the 2025 Nuttycombe Invitational at the Thomas Zimmer Championship Cross Country Course. It will be a chance for the Cougs to rise to the occasion as 21 of the top 30 women's nationally ranked teams are competing and 17 of the top 30 men's programs are competing as well. In the most recent ranking, WSU women's team sits at 27th and the men at 21st in the nation. Both the men's and women's golf teams head out of Pullman to play in tournaments this upcoming week. The men's team will travel to Monterey, California to compete in the St. Mary's Invitational at the Bayonet Golf Club. The women's team has a little bit further of a journey, heading to Lahui, Hawaii to play in the Rainbow Wahine Invitational. Of course, they'll compete at the Kokokulua Ocean Course. For your Pullman High School sports update, football hosts North Central tonight at 7 p.m. The girls' soccer team beat Rogers 6-1 last night. Next up is East Valley Tuesday at 4 p.m. in Spokane. The girls' volleyball team continues their dominant run last night in a sweep against Rogers. In 9 conference matches, the Greyhounds have only dropped 3 sets, all coming to West Valley. Next up, they'll travel to East Valley Tuesday at 7 p.m. This weekend in college football, number 20 USC travels to South Bend to take on number 13 Notre Dame for the Jewel Shillelagh at 4:30 p.m. on NBC. At 12:30 on ABC, number 5 Ole Miss travels to the Hedges to battle the number 9 Georgia Bulldogs, and at number 11 Tennessee faces number 6 Alabama in T-Town. At 5 on Fox, number 23 Utah plays number 15 BYU in the 97th iteration of the Holy War. Utah leads the series with a 59-33-4 record.
Thanks, Cassidy. WSU continues to make their way towards a championship matchup. Find out how you can vote at home to help their cause.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing.
Every time I'm like the ILM lot.
But it doesn't have to be that way.
Oh, wow. Wowza.
We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Our little eastern Washington town has made a name for themselves in a national tournament among 64 other college towns. Our reporter Alex Dorfler went out to see how fans feel about it.
Go Pullman, go Cougs! Those WSU students are cheering on the Cougs in Barstool University, a Barstool Sports affiliated account's best college town March Madness style tournament where 64 college towns compete to claim Barstool's title as the best college town. Pullman, the little eastern Washington town with an estimated population of only 34,000 people, has made a name for himself, making it all the way to the Final Four.
So with Pullman being a smaller college town, what makes us so successful in these tournaments against way larger markets?
One possible reason is that Cougar spirit that is so apparent.
I think Pullman's best college town, best everything. Go Cougs.
Yeah, I think there's a reason we're still in it.
WSU just has such a great community, and I think Barstool Wazoo did a really good job of motivating people to vote.
Yeah. The event was poll-based voting through social media engagement promoted by Barstool Wazoo, Barstool WSU's account. However, this round will be an in-person voting at Valhalla Bar and Grill on Friday, and you'll hear plenty of this.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. Go Cougs.
Thanks, Alex. Do you guys think we have a chance to win?
Absolutely. I mean, we're sitting at 4,601 votes, which I'm pretty sure we're ahead of Knoxville right now. So we have enough likes to win, but we have to see if we turn out for that in-person voting. I think that's the most important thing. We got to get out there tonight and go vote. Even if you're under 21, they said they're placing the box outside of Valhalla. So anyone can vote.
Well, the voting is at Valhalla, and any Coug knows if you go to Valhalla on any normal day, it's going to be pretty packed regardless. So safe to say, I think we stand a pretty good chance. And as well, we also have the Mariner game today. So some fun, exciting stuff for us Washingtonians, huh, guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Mariners game's a big storyline here in the state, and hopefully they are able to clutch one out tonight, but we'll see.
Yeah, what a day to be a Washingtonian. Well, that's all for us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to check out our socials. Thank you and good night.